chastity and obedience, I decided to leave. And I went to Berkeley.
In 1975, Jerry Brown became the youngest governor in the history of California.
He sold Ronald Reagan's Cadillac limousine and uses a 74 Plymouth.
You bring back a blue book. Well, it was in the museum, so I have to get rid of the car.
He refused to move into the sprawling new governor's mansion.
Well, you want to know about the mansion? I spent $1.5 million. It looks kind of like a Safeway store.
He sold the governor's executive jet and travels commercially.
People might describe me as a Jack Benny type government, because I was always watching my pennies. By the frugal government, we have surplus. The kind of regular today. I pioneered solar, wind, and renewable energy. When I was governor of California, I created 1.9 million jobs. This is a very serious job, and probably the most serious time in the history of California. And so we can return to prosperity. We can restore the dynamism of the California economy. California's been in recessions, and it's always come back. It'll come back again with the right leadership, with honesty, and looking across the political aisle like it used to be. When I was governor, when my father was governor, when Republicans and Democrats work together, I think we can pull this thing on. I'm prepared to do everything I can to take the breakdown in Sacramento and turn it into a great thing. What would your father say about running this job? I think he'd be very proud. If I succeed in going back to Sacramento and doing a good job, I think he'd look down from heaven and say, well done, sir.
Those who came before us deserve to make sure that there's a forum for elected officials and candidates to come and talk about what's important. There's an important reason why we're here today, and that's because we can make the difference in this election. So I thank you for being here, because we can make the difference in this campaign. I'm here today to talk to you about a dear friend, Jerry Brown. A little bit, because it's very important for you to hear this. My grandmother and grandfather worked in the Central Valley in the fields, day in and day out, when they immigrated here. And a few years ago, I had the opportunity to talk to my grandmother about when she worked in the tomato fields. And do you know what she said? There was a man who came to see them. His last name was Brown. He came. So I'm here not only to talk about him as this great candidate, but his legacy and his relationship and his partnership with our community. As governor, he didn't just talk about frugality. He didn't just talk about the importance of us making sure that we spent what we had. This man drove himself around Sacramento in a Plymouth. He not only walked the walk, he talked the talk. Under his leadership, California created 1.9 million new jobs. Built a rainy day fund of $5 billion. Provided $16 billion in tax relief. And created the California Conservation Corps. At that time, he led the way for California to show the world the benefits of wind power and renewable energy. Diverse administration in the nation. He appointed 287 Asian Pacific Americans to serve in government positions. That's more appointments than any governor has made in California history. In addition, Governor Brown, for the first time ever, hired Asian Pacific Islanders, people like you and me, to serve as directors and heads of state agencies. Corrections Department, our very own Linda Sao Yang, who headed up the Savings and Loan Commission, Zoanne Lorente, Timmy Diona, get that as California. He understood the importance of recognizing the sacrifice and the contributions that all of us bring. His work on behalf of minorities, brothers and sisters, he worked to make sure that budgets for K through 12 and higher education quadrupled, and they did that in his administration. And he will make sure that as UC Regent, fair admissions for all qualified students. Okay, let's make this personal. I'm supporting Jerry Brown. Because I'm the product of what happens when people believe in others. I'm the product of someone who believed in opening the doors and making sure that those around the table reflected the community. I'm a product of that belief. And I believe that I was able to be the former acting lieutenant governor of this great state because of people who believed in us, and that person's Jerry Brown. Brothers and sisters, this is going to be a very, very close race. What I ask for you today is to go to the website if you need to learn more. But what I want you to hear from me personally, is that judge a person on where they've been and what they've done and who they've stood by. Judge a person on the work that they've done to appoint our people. And select that person and walk with that person. Brothers and sisters, we need to walk with Jerry Brown because he will make sure